The S and E in ESPN do stand for sports and entertainment. I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling blog who always tells it like it is. Ha! I knew I'd be better than Heatwave. Shame that Lesnar isn't going to be seen as last opponent, but there's still a chance it could be. We'll see. So, I may have predicted Clash in Paris perfectly, but boy did I blow it about Netflix. As stated in the vlog before Heatwave, I was so certain that Netflix would swoop in and grab the premium live events once Peacock's contract ended next year. Sadly, I underestimated the power of the mouse. As I know you all have heard, ESPN, which is owned by Disney, outbid even Netflix for a 5+ year deal to broadcast many of the WWE's online podcasts, as well as all the Raw, SmackDown PLEs. Peacock will at this point still have the NXT PLEs unless someone else grabs them. I guess that much like WWE is World Wrestling Entertainment, the fact that ESPN has always stood for Entertainment and Sports Programming Network finally stood out. Yes, the channel is all sports-related content, and some people can be entertained by sports alone. But if the ESPN 8 the Ocho content is any indication, people like to be entertained by sports-adjacent programming too. I mean, hell, if ESPN can show corgi racing, cornhole, and marble racing, it's not too much of a stretch to bring pro wrestling back from the days when they rebroadcast WCCW cards. But apparently Disney didn't want to wait for Peacock's contract to expire. So their lawyers, who, as you know, can bend space and time to their legal whims, essentially bought out a hunk of Peacock's contract so that they can launch their new app and ESPN Unlimited service in time to broadcast the newest PLE, WrestlePalooza. Maybe this was the WrestleMania-like event that the WWE wanted to bring to Saudi Arabia because, well, Paul Levesque, like his father-in-law, will gladly take anyone's money. Human rights be damned. But in any case, Peacock and NBC Universal seem to be okay with it. They even thanked Levesque and the WWE for taking a chance on Peacock for the last 4.5 years. Plus, it's rumored Peacock will get another show exclusively for them to make up for losing the PLEs. So now you're thinking, great. I'll have to pay $30 a month now to watch PLEs. And if I want to watch NXT ones as well, that's over $40 a month. What the hell, WWE? Well, that's not exactly true. See, certain TV providers are part of the deal with ESPN to get the PLEs without charging a single penny more. The problem is, those who have the services make up for less than half the people in the US who get TV services through cable, satellite, or the internet. But maybe you're among the lucky ones who have Spectrum, DirecTV, their streaming service only, Fubo TV, Verizon Fios, and obviously, since it's also owned by Disney, Hulu Live TV. If you have any of those, rejoice! Just fire up your phone, computer, or smart TV, get on the ESPN app, and enjoy! The rest of us, though, including those with Comcast and Xfinity, Dish Network, and, like me, YouTube TV, will have to cough up $30 and get ESPN Unlimited. Now, before you start bitching, if you haven't already, to the WWE, Disney, or your TV service provider, I want you to think of a few things. First of all, while a vast number of people will have to cough up for the plan if they want the PLEs, that doesn't preclude them adding services through newer contracts. Remember, each provider has contracts with different channel-making companies, like Disney. Ever so often you hear about ABC, ESPN, and other Disney-owned networks being dropped off of this provider or that one. Contracts change all the time, and maybe, just maybe, Xfinity or YouTube TV will cough up the dough to be added to the plan. and then you can sign off of ESPN Unlimited for good and enjoy with everyone else. The 5 I mentioned seem to be set in stone, but there's a chance for others to chisel their name in. Secondly, I think the WWE Network spoiled us. They offered every PLE and pay-per-view, past, present, and future, for $9.95 a month. That was a steal considering that WWE pay-per-views at the time were upwards of $30 each. And WrestleMania pushed $70, and that was just for one day. Can you imagine what the pay-per-view costs would be 11 years down the road these days? Every PLE, including NXT ones, I'm sure would be upwards of $40. And the 2-night events? Probably $70 or $80 per day. In that sense, $30 a month, or $40 plus if you want NXT ones too, doesn't sound too shabby. Finally, to celebrate the new app, Disney is offering a bundle of Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Unlimited for the same monthly rate as just Unlimited. So if you have kids and you want them to watch the classic movies on demand, or if you want to catch up on the MCU or Star Wars, or if you want the myriad of ABC and Fox content on Hulu, then good news. For 1 year, you buy ESPN Unlimited and essentially get Disney Plus and Hulu for free. Now the price will go up $5 or $10 after the year is up, but as I said, still a bargain. I mean, what's the harm? Would you rather pay AEW to watch the WWE throw-offs and future WWE superstars in their excuses for supercards? Although that Casino Battle Royal concept is an interesting take on the Royal Rumble, I'll give them that. But anyway, the WWE are now on the place for sports. They merely ask a pittance until the TV providers give it for you. You were happy a dozen years ago with giving money for pay-per-views. And hey, John Cena needs to be paid for his plugging of the next ESPN app, so come on! I'm Chris Wolvie, Wrestling Blog, who always tells it like it is. Pray for peace, and I'll see ya.